basta yero. Cherry Room, tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Mainit at makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa sports, kumpleto yan dito sa Power and Play. Mula sa mga paborito at naglalakihang atleta hanggang sa mga natatanging Pinoy sports figures na dapat niyong makilala. Ihahatid yan dito sa Power and Play.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko. Para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at huwag magpatalo. Ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbeshi, Baylakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Ang Power and Play ay hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, love your journey. Photon, gawa ng Pilipino para sa Pilipino. At Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo.
Halina't makinig, talakayin natin ang laro. Gusto mo, pag-usapan natin, ibida ang hilig ng bawat Pilipino na merong taglay na galing. Bangon na, Power and Play na, bangon na. Power and Play. Bangon na, Power and Play na, bangon na. Pilipinas tayo na, bangon na. Power and Play na, bangon na. Bangon na, Power and Play na, bangon na.
Carlos Eala with 2 gold medals.
Power and Play with Noli, Eala.
Historic! Yan po ang tema ng ating show ngayong araw pong ito dahil pag-uusapan natin ang muling paggawa ng kasaysayan ng ating pinagmamalaking kababayan at tennis sensation Alex Eala. Plus, babalikan po natin ang makasaysayang NBA Championship ng OKC Thunder at ang dalawang basketball legends na gumawa ng kasaysayan will be in the house sa isang makasaysayang umaga sa inyong pong paboritong kasalo tuwing Sabado. Uy! Bangon na! Power and Play na! Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat mga kapatid. Isang makasaysayan at makabuluhang umaga po sa lahat ng mga suki po ng Power and Play. Lalong-lalo na po yung mga tuwing Sabado, hindi po walang patid na lagi pong nakatutok sa amin in the last 7 years dahil anibersaryo po, makasaysayan din pong araw na ito dahil anibersaryo po ng Power and Play ngayong araw pong ito. 2018, nung una po kami nagtanghal ng Power and Play dito po sa, of course, sa Radyo 5 noong araw, sa Signal, and of course, sa TV5, at kami po ay going on our 8th year and going strong. At kaya naman po kami nagpapasalamat sa inyong lahat, sa inyong patuloy na pagtutok sa Power and Play. Ako po si Noli Eala at of course hindi po mabubuo ang makasaysayang araw at ang makabuluhang talakayan po namin dito sa aming show kung hindi ko kasama ang aking partner, kaibigan at the man for all seasons, Jera Season.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Tulad po ng sabi ni partner, makasaysayan itong episode ng Power and Play, no? Unang-una nga dahil 8 years na po ang Power and Play at katulad po ng kung titignan ninyo sa mga superheroes,
Yan.
no? Superheroes, no? si partner Noli, siya ang Batman at ako yung Robin. Okay? Kung sa Marvel Superheroes naman, siya ang Captain America, ako naman si Buck.
Oy, naku. Bakit Bak?
Di ba yun yung si Buck
Yung
yun?
si Bak, katabi niya.
Yung partner
Sa
niya.
Filipino comics.
Hindi, wag lang naman. Kunyari, kung ikaw si Superboy, hindi naman ako si Wonder Dog.
Hindi, sa mga Filipino comics, Captain Barbell, si Darna.
Ang bato.
Ang bato. Pero talagang natutuwa ako, partner. It's a very nice day to celebrate. Particularly dahil napakaganda, makasaysay. Itong naging huling linggo, ha?
Sakto.
And
sakto.
of course, nakita natin yung napakagandang quarterfinals kung saan sa PBA naman, yung mga underseeded, yung mga underdog, tinalo yung mga top-seeded, NLEX at Magnolia. Sorry losses, pumasok sa semifinals ang TNT at saka Rain or Shine kasama ng San Miguel at Ginebra.
At sigurado ko yung mga ating mga nanonood dito sa Power and Play ay karamihan sa inyo ay sinusubaybayan din ang PBA semifinals.
That's right.
Kaya kagabi po, sunod-sunod po yan, no? Habang pinapanood yung laban ni Alex Eala, nanonood, palipat-lipat siguro tayong lahat dito sa PBA at dito sa tennis kay Alex Eala. Ang ganda ng laban.
And of course, last Monday dito sa Pilipinas o linggo, ano naman, yun yung NBA Championship kung saan another historic moment para sa OKC Thunder, ang kanilang unang titulo sa Oklahoma kasi nanalo na sila dati nasa Seattle pa sila. And of course, a coronation para kay Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as probably the best player in the world today. At kaya napakarami po na nangyari itong buong linggong ito na makasaysayan. Kaya naman, hindi po pwede namin kayong ipahiya ngayong araw na to na yung aming mga guests ay hindi bigatin. Puro legendary din.
Legend.
Oo, ang ating mga...
Alam nyo, dahil yung nagsasalita dito dalawa, legend na rin sa edad.
Hindi tayo, tagasunod lang tayo ng legend.
Pero teka muna ha, napansin ko, titignan nyo yung screen, tama rin, sakto, hindi tayo nag-usap dito, partner.
Hindi, wala.
This is the color of celebration.
Siya, pulat-puti.
Pulat-puti.
Diba?
Sa-pulat-sa-puti.
Ika nga sa sapong, sa pulat sa puti. Ha? Kaya talagang maganda po ang araw natin ngayon. And of course, mamaya po, may mga PBA legends na tayo po'y makakasama dito mismo sa studio. Sana, yun po ang plano. Alam nyo naman, minsan nagkaka-abirya tayo. Pero again, we're expecting two PBA legends. The Defense Minister, Jerry Codiñera, at si Mr. Excitement, Bong Alvarez. Mamaya po makakasama natin sa ating pong show. And of course, later on, hihimayin nga natin ang NBA at PBA matters. Pero ngayon, pag-uusapan po natin ang paggawa ng kasaysayan ng ating pong pinagmamalaking si Alex Eala sa What's the Score? Pasok sa kanyang unang WTA Grass Finals or Grass Court Finals si Alex Eala matapos pataubin si Varvara Gracheva ng France 7-5, 2-6, 6-3 sa semis ng Lexus Eastbourne Open. Makakaharap ni Alex si Australian teen sensation and world number 51 na si Maya Joint sa finals. And by the way, fresh from her big win kontra Varvara Gracheva sa semis, umakyat ang Pinay tennis star sa career high world number 56 sa live WTA rankings. Grabe. Vamos Alex! At para po pag-usapan itong makasaysayan na run ni Alex at meteoric rise ng ating tennis sensation, makakasama po natin ang dalawang hindi lamang veterano sa tennis, sila po ay naging representative ng Philippines sa Davis Cup, naging Southeast Asian Games athletes natin at naging medalist para sa Pilipinas, and of course naglaro rin sila sa qualifiers ng mga majors. Kasama po natin ngayon, walang iba kundi ang mga tennis greats, Raymond Boom Boom Suarez at si Roland. So, magandang umaga, Raymond. Thanks for joining
Good
us.
morning po sa inyo lahat. Noli, good morning, good morning. Thank you for having us here.
Kita mo, nasa tennis court pa si Raymond, partner. Kasama natin si Jera dito, Raymond.
Hi, good morning Raymond.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
So nice to see you dahil yung mga panahon ng mga 80s, 90s, doon kita nakikita lumalaban. Legend din yan sa Philippine tennis.
Di ba 1920s yun?
Of course, andyan din si Roland. So, nakita niyo naman mga
Basta ba,
kapatid.
si Roland So.
Binuluga ko lang to si Raymond. Dahil ito po si Raymond, mga kapatid. Akin pong kaibigan at kabatchmate ito. Noon pa sa Lasal. And we play, batch 80.
Yun.
Ngayon, hindi lang humagaling na tennis player, kundi napakagaling na golfer yan si Raymond. Anyway, partner, I wanna go straight to the point. We've seen this fantastic run na naman ni Alex sa Eastbourne Open. I wanna ask you first, ikaw, nakikilala mo si Alex, you know the family, you've seen her from her childhood days all the way ngayon na naglalaro na siya sa majors. Did you see any signs as she was growing up na itong success na to makukuha niya, yung kanyang physique, yung kanyang, yung kanyang attitude towards the game? Did you see all of these as she was growing up, Raymond?
Well, actually, first saw Alex mga 5 years old siya noon. And then palagi niya kasama si Miko, Lolo Bob, Mike, Riza. No? But she's always worked hard. Si Lolo Bob was really working her very hard. Tapos, siyempre, hard to say di ba? Yung how far you can go. Gaya na yung after ng quarterfinals, win ni Alex, sabi niya, I'm only 20, but the road has been very long, sabi niya. And in fact, it's been a lot of hard work for her. So, we saw the potential, definitely. But now we're so happy na achieve niya yung mga kaya niyang ginagawa today. Because mahirap yung ginawa niya, partner. 12 years old na, sa Nadal Academy na siya. So there were many days and nights, I'm sure, na struggling kasi nga, being away from family, all the sacrifice. Yun ang hindi natin nakikita. Nakikita lang natin yung wins niya. But then we don't know the sacrifice na ginawa niya tsaka yung family to make her where she is now. And I think yung potential niya is limitless. So, remember at the beginning of the year, we were saying fearless forecast was top 50 and maybe top 30 by the end of the year. So, we're all super happy for her.
Wow, top 50, top 30, partner. Kita mo naman yan. Ngayon, 56 na.
Oo. Kaya niya yan.
Well, again, when you look at her game now, Boom Boom, nakita natin, we followed her game when already when she broke 100, yung kanyang Miami Open sensational run. And then of course, medyo, again, in tennis, you lose one tournament, you come back, you lose another week. Pero ngayon, again, she's going on this beautiful run sa grass. Ano nakikita mong growth, Raymond, sa kanyang laro so far? The aspects of her game. What did you see?
Si Alex kasi remember sa tennis we have so many surfaces. No? May clay, may hard court, may indoor hard, may pang grass and all of that. Si Alex has always been a fast court player, meaning she really does well sa grass. Sa hard court, she did well sa Miami. And personally, I'm really excited for her to start yung indoor season sa indoor hard courts kasi yung game niya talaga suited for fast surfaces. In red clay, she did very well. She beat Swiatek sa first set, but really her game is really geared towards hard court. So, ang potential ni Alex is very high. Let's all remember she's only 20 years old, no? So, I can imagine yung intense pressure on her every time she goes to the court representing us Filipinos. It's very high. Kaya, siyempre, I'm just hoping that hindi siya ma-injure, she continues having fun and enjoy. And let's all remember, she's just 20 and her years ahead is very long pa. So, tayo, let's all also be very patient with her and very supportive.
Oh, yeah, by the way, there's one thing I noticed, Boom Boom, no? Siguro partner, ikaw mapapansin mo dan na while watching. And you were talking about injury, pero parang nagkaroon ng habit si Alex Eala.
She's tapping her, yung side niya, yung baywang niya, yung hip.
Yung hip niya, ano ba yan? Ano ba tingin mo doon? Meron ba siyang injury sa batak?
Sa hip?
Sa hip?
I don't think so. I think ano lang yan, parang routine lang yan. Take out the nerves and all of that. So parang alika, parang come on, parang ganon yung encourage herself. Kasi if you notice, she's hitting herself pero very lightly naman eh, diba? So, I think she's good. I think she's in good shape.
Alam mo, walang pagkakaiba kay Nadal yan eh. Alam mo naman si Nadal, ang daming hinahawakan bago pumalo, di ba? Hanggang yung kanyang brief, hinahawakan niya, inaayos niya eh, di ba? So,
Siguro ano lang yun.
siguro nakita lang ni Alex yun. But Raymond, let me ask you, kasi some people are asking, she's picking up all of these WTA rankings. She's moving so fast sa world rankings. Paano ba to? Can you explain to the fans, how does a player, a tennis pro, pick up all of those rankings, especially Alex that just got into the top 100?
Okay, kasi remember yung one of her interviews, she was saying, I guess in the quarterfinals, sinasabi niya na, last year I was in the qualifying of Wimbledon and now I'm here in the quarter, so she couldn't believe it. Kasi si Alex just really needed one big break, which is the Miami, no? So from there, nag-break into the top 100. So therefore now, she's able to enter these big events like Eastbourne, which is a WTA 250. So I'm just saying for the year, net positive si Alex kasi all the points that she's gonna earn this year are only accruing to her world ranking, no? Ngayon, next year, when she plays again Eastbourne, she has to at least reach the finals or defend her titles. But then I presume that as she goes higher sa world ranking, she'll be joining bigger and bigger events. So that's how she will be going up the ranking, by getting great results. As she's shown already na she can beat world-class players, no? Si Madison Keys, Ostapenko, Swiatek, and Ostapenko she beat twice already. So her future is really there. Her potential is really there. Tsaka let's all give credit to her Spanish coaches kasi we've seen her train so hard here last December and January. Grabe yung Spanish coaches niya, yung dalawa. Yung isa for fitness, yung isa for tennis. Talagang amazing their dedication to Alex. So, tapos with the backing of the Nadal Academy, and they've seen all their players do this already. So, very experienced yung mga nag-handle sa kanya. So, she's in very good hands and we can only look for better things ahead for Alex and of course si Mike, Riza, Miko, the team Eala.
Yeah.
She's where she should be. She's in a very good spot.
Oo. Well, she's playing Maya Joint tonight, Raymond. Again, also a very, very good player. Nakita natin how...
Anong ranking ba ni...
Number 51.
51.
Again, on live rankings. Anong nakikita mo tonight? What are the keys to Alex's game that can help her in her finals match?
Well, I think kaya niya yan eh. So, kasi her confidence is sky high after beating Ostapenko and all these other players, no? Key for Alex is to hold her serve. Kasi her return of serve is amazing. Like talagang world-class return of server si Alex. She can easily break opponents as she has done with Madison Keys, Swiatek and all. So sa grass court, she has to be able to, presuming makabreak siya, sana makahold siya. And then tuloy-tuloy na yon. So for me, that's the key. Yung ground strokes niya, her movement, her stamina, of course, her fighting spirit is there. Tsaka I think yung secret weapon ni Alex, yung mga Pinoys, no? Because kahit sa siya pumunta sa buong mundo, ang daming Pinoy nanonood sa mga match niya. So parang nagiging home court advantage ni Alex yung mga Filipinos all around the world watching and supporting her. So let's all say a prayer tonight for Alex that she gets her break, sana sa Eastbourne. But kami, we're very confident that she'll win tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, we pray and hope that she will win the finals. Now,
Opo.
whether manalo siya o hindi, moving forward sa Wimbledon, mabigat ang unang kalaban.
Ang unang kalaban, si Krejcikova, the reigning and defending Wimbledon champion.
Kaya niya yan.
Anong mindset pag gano'n, Raymond? Kasi ikaw, Raymond, kasi you played in the qualifiers ng mga major also. You've been there in those big tournaments as well. Of course, not as at this level ni Alex, playing against the defending Wimbledon champion. But anong mindset usually going into such a big tournament like that?
Partner, I'm sure si Alex super excited to play the defending champion of Wimbledon sa center court ng Wimbledon. That experience alone is amazing. Tapos yung experience ngayon sa Eastbourne doing all of these fantastic matches, she has a very good chance sa Wimbledon. Pagka makabreak lang siya dyan kay defending champion, tatalunin niya yan.
Yan ang gusto ko.
seriously.
That's the
Yan ang
spirit.
gusto ko kay Raymond eh. Alam mo naman yan eh. Brother ko yan. Kaya talaga, ang Eala family, mahal na mahal yan eh.
Noli, batch 80 tayo, batch 80.
But Raymond, what's the outlook for Alex? Now we've talking about her live rankings, 56. If she should win this one, itong Eastbourne Finals, and then, getting into Wimbledon, what do you think? Anong nakikita mong outlook sa kanya for the rest of the year?
Ako really, I honestly believe that she'll do very well sa US Open coming into the hardcourt season. And then coming into the Asian season, daming hardcourt events that I think she will do very well. I'm looking at top 30 for her by the end of the year. Wow. So, hopefully she can do that. But if not, I remember, she's only 20. So meron pang next year and the next year and the next year. So tayo, maybe we can also be very patient with her. Kasi bata na talaga si Alex.
Actually, di ba partner, Boom Boom, dati ang wish lang ni Alex Eala
Break 100.
Break 100 lang eh. Kumbaga sa golf under
yun pa rin ang wish ko. Hanggang kayo, break 100 eh.
Yeah. Hindi, kaya na yan. Limit na potential ni Alex.
Boom, obviously, Alex has done so much, not only for her game, but also for Philippine tennis. Ano ba ang nakikita mong impact ngayon on Philippine tennis nitong inspiring game ni Alex? You have some programs for young tennis players. I know you support a lot of young tennis players. Boom. Anong nakikita mong impact ni Alex dito ngayon sa ating Philippine tennis?
Actually, yung kay Alex is very inspiring for us, all Filipino tennis players, especially for the juniors. No? Ngayon, when they go abroad and they play tournaments, they all siyempre kilala na si Alex, diba? So may takot na sa Filipino. So, ang Filipino talaga is very talented. Unfortunately lang, we don't have the infrastructure to support yung mga talent natin all around the country. No? But if you can see, Alex has been in Nadal Academy since she was 12. But before that, dito siya nagtitraining sa Manila. So, ang Pinoy naman kasi talented, ibigyan mo lang ng pag-asa. She will do very well. So, we see tennis talagang booming. Ang daming naglalaro all over. The whole day naglalaro. I mean, kahit saan ka umikot ngayon sa buong Pilipinas siguro, puno-puno ng tennis players yung mga courts. No? So, tonight, millions and millions of Filipinos will be tuning in, watching Alex. Diba?
Sure.
Imagine that tayo supporting her. National hero na yan si Alex for us.
Agree. Boom, you were saying a while ago, di ba, na iba kasi talaga yung structure ng grassroots level training ng tennis dito sa Pilipinas and even training potential tennis players for the national team. But when Alex Eala went to the Nadal Academy, biglang talagang it skyrocketed. So what do you think? What are the things that Philippine tennis should do in order to produce more tennis players like Alex Eala?
Kung pwede sana the local governments build more public courts para all the kids can be joining and playing tennis. No? It has to be accessible kasi, tapos kailangan mura. Kasi siyempre medyo mahal din ang tennis. No? So kami, we put up, it's called the Philippine Tennis Academy with Mr. Romy Chan and Mr. Oscar Hilado. So this academy helps out these impoverished kids all around the country, especially Visayas, Mindanao. And many of them now have gone to U.S. college scholarships, U.S. full ride, and then they play tennis. And then later on, they play for the Philippine national team. No, so hopefully with Alex here, we can have a better future for all these kids. Kasi ang daming batang magaling sa Pilipinas ngayon. Kailangan talaga ng madaming support at madaming tournaments. This July, we're going to have a big international event here, the FINMA International Junior event. It's an ITF 360 event. So, ito yung mga sample ng mga how Filipino juniors can achieve the same or at least some level of success like Alex Eala. Let's keep on supporting them and exposing them to better training and to better international tournaments. So that's one way. That's a big way of doing it.
All right. Well, Raymond, may nagtatanong dito kung kalaban mo daw si Alex ba, tatalunin ka ni Alex? Kaya? Kasi balita ko magaling ka pa rin daw ha?
Pagka hindi ko siya bibigyan ng sisig, hindi yan.
Tigang Pampanga to eh. Kasi Raymond, itong aming supplier ng sisig. Kaya tumaas lahat ng kolesterol namin.
Hindi, okay lang. Dahil pa yung laro eh.
Favorite food ni Alex daw sisig, di ba? Tsaka adobo in one of her interviews.
So bibigyan ka lang, bigyan mo pag uwi nila sa Pasko.
Siyempre, guaranteed yan.
Well, Raymond, I know you and millions, as you mentioned, will be tuning in tonight sa laban ni Alex kontra kay Maya Joint, and we just pray for her success, her health, and of course her continued inspiration to all of the Filipino tennis players. Raymond, maraming salamat sa oras na binigay mo. Kamusta ang yung bang golf naiaapektuhan ng tennis? Hindi, may tanong dyan eh. Tinatanong ni Jera kasi gusto niya mag-tennis. Sabi ko, baka masira yung tennis, hindi yung golf.
Pero ako before Boom Boom answers that question, I have a lot of friends na nagsimula ng tennis at nag-shift ng golf. Ang bilis gumaling. Di ba? Tama ba ako, Boom Boom?
Well, ano siya para bang forehand swing yan eh. Kasi si Jack Nicklaus in his prime, he had 4 grass courts sa bahay niya. So he was playing every day, tennis niya. And it did not affect him daw. And in fact, yun ang main exercise niya. Hindi ko alam kung up to now, he still plays tennis. But many golfers, they really, they cross-train, they play tennis and they play golf. So, I don't think naman may effect.
Alam ko may effect. Ang galing-galing mo eh. Alam ko may effect. Kaya
basta makaramihan talaga yung partner. Karamihan from my experience. Kung nagsimula ka sa tennis at nag-shift ka sa golf, ang bilis mong gumaling.
Yan lang ang pangarap ko eh. Hindi maging Alex Eala matalo si Boom Boom Suarez sa golf.
De table tennis. Table tennis kasi yung inumpisahan mo eh.
Raymond, maraming salamat. Enjoy your game and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat. Good luck to Alex.
Mga kaibigan, Raymond Boom Boom Suarez, former Davis Cupper, former Southeast Asian Games medalist, and of course representing the Philippines, at ngayon ay isang avid golfer, and of course he continues to play in tennis. He knows Alex very, very well. They practice in Manila Polo Club all the time at pag nandito si Alex, kaya he knows exactly where she is and how she has positioned. At tayo po ay patuloy na nagdarasal. Mamayang gabi po ang laban ni Alex Eala kontra kay Maya Joint for the finals ng Lexus Eastbourne Open ay alas 8:30 ng gabi. 8:30 po. Yan po ay pinapalabas sa Signal TV, sa Signal Channels yung pong Premier Channel, Premier Sports. Kung gusto niyo pong manood at meron kayong signal, manood po kayo doon. 8:30 ng gabi ang laban po sa ni Alex Eala. And again, this is her first grass court finals. Her first WTA finals, mga kapatid, main tour finals. And she has already made history by making her grass court semifinals and finals appearance. Ngayon, kung mananalo siya, it will be the first ever pro title ng isang Pilipino sa main tour ng professional tennis. Unbelievable. And kaya po tayong lahat ay nagdarasal, partner. And again, of course, we're hoping na yung kanyang pagsisimula sa Wimbledon naman, kahit papano hindi naman masyadong kahit papano mapahirapan niya tong si Krejcikova.
Kaya nga, partner, 'di ba? Dito sa yung Viber group natin, 'di ba? Pagka nagte-text kasi si partner Noli, 'di ba? Vamos Alex.
Yan. Oh.
Vamos. Vamos, Alex.
Oh.
Ang ibig sabihin niya, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Kami mga Italiano.
Paano?
Mga may lahing Itat Ilocano.
Yan.
Andiamo, Alex. Andiamo. In Italy, it's let's go.
Hindi, sa Pilipino, alam mo kung anong andiamo?
Andayamo.
Alright, mga kapatid, bago po kami magkagulo-gulo dito, medyo bago po tayo mag-break, isa muna pong paalala mula sa ating mga kaibigan sa Smart. Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Check your balance, monitor your current subscription, top up using debit credit card, subscribe to the latest Giga promos, monitor your data consumption, auto-detect your mobile number when you are connected to Smart Network one-tap subscription to the most popular offer, Giga Video 99, and of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live more today! Sa amin pong pagbabalik, pag-uusapan naman natin NBA at PBA. Kasama po ang mga sports analysts sa ating pong masayang Cash or Bash. Ito po ang Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Photon at ng Joyride. Ang oras po natin, 8:33 ng umaga.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day. Plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Ito ang programang inaabangan, mga paborito.
True FM.
On 105.9. Dito tayo sa totoo. Ang oras, 8:34.
Ang oras sa True FM ay hatid sa inyo ng Mega Fanalo. Fun na all. Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Narito na ang funny bagong saya, Mega Fanalo! Pandaming pwedeng mapanalunan! Pandaming prizes! Magpapahuli ka pa ba? Mauna ka na! Register na sa megafanalo.com! Fun na all! Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Imagine the taste of caramel with your Dunkin' coffee. That signature bold espresso with smooth steamed milk, luscious vanilla, and on top, a rich caramel drizzle. There's no treat like Dunkin' Caramel Macchiato. Another classic coffee made the Dunkin' way. Dunkin' Caramel Macchiato. There's nothing like Dunkin'.
Narito na ang funny bagong saya, Mega Fanalo! Pandaming pwedeng mapanalunan! Pandaming prizes! Magpapahuli ka pa ba? Mauna ka na! Register na sa megafanalo.com! Fun na all! Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Ang bahaging ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Mega Fanalo. Fun na all. Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Whirlpool Appliances brings you a new era of home living, where we are all about sensing what matters. Elevating your lifestyle has never been easier. From Whirlpool washers that adapt to your laundry needs, to refrigerators that extend the freshness of your food items. As an American pride for over 110 years, Whirlpool is dedicated to creating innovations that truly matter. Experience the Whirlpool 6th Sense innovation. Whirlpool, sensing what matters today. Making your world a little easier. Whirlpool.
Narito na ang funny bagong saya, Mega Fanalo! Pandaming pwedeng mapanalunan! Pandaming prizes! Magpapahuli ka pa ba? Mauna ka na! Register na sa megafanalo.com! Fun na all! Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Ang oras, 8:36.
Ang oras sa True FM ay hatid sa inyo ng
Whirlpool home appliances that make everyday living so much easier. From washers, dryers, refrigerators, microwave ovens, cooking products, to air cons, air purifiers, and dishwashers. Each Whirlpool appliance combines elegance, efficiency, and performance to help you take better care of your family every day. Give everyday care with Whirlpool. Whirlpool Appliances brings you a new era of home living, where we are all about sensing what matters. Elevating your lifestyle has never been easier. From Whirlpool washers that adapt to your laundry needs, to refrigerators that extend the freshness of your food items. As an American pride for over 110 years, Whirlpool is dedicated to creating innovations that truly matter. Experience the Whirlpool Sixth Sense innovation. Whirlpool, sensing what matters today. Making your world a little easier. Whirlpool.
Alam mo ba, hindi pare-pareho ang lahat ng generics na gamot? Gumagawa ang Rhea Generics ng mga world-class na produkto na ginawa sa parehong pasilidad ng mga brands na alam mo. Ibig sabihin ay nagbibigay sila ng parehong bisa at kalidad sa abot kayang halaga. Ang Rhea Generics ay gawa ng Pfizer, Viatris, Sanofi, GSK, Otsuka, Merck, Fresenius Kabi, AstraZeneca, Lundbeck, OEP, Boehringer Ingelheim at Bayer. Punta na sa Mercury Drug at piliin ang Rhea Generics. Ito ang Medifacts para sa Rhea Generics.
Narito na ang funny bagong saya! Mega Fanalo! Pandaming pwedeng mapanalunan! Pandaming prizes! Magpapahuli ka pa ba? Mauna ka na! Register na sa megafanalo.com! Panaol! Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Fuji Denso believes that appliances are long-term investments, so it is very important to choose wisely. And what could be a wiser choice than using reliable, durable, and energy-saving appliances from Fuji Denso? Just like families and companies trusting Fuji Denso, you will see the difference when you upgrade your usual appliances to Fuji Denso HD inverter appliances. Fuji Denso, quality above all. Upgrade your home, upgrade your business with Fuji Denso, quality above all. Prepare delightful dishes every time with Technogas Technique appliances. Experience excellent cooking results with Technogas Technique's premium selection of cooking ranges, range hoods, built-in hobs, ovens, and kitchen appliances. Technogas Technique combines elegance, functionality, safety, and durability to enhance your skills and passion for cooking. Make Technogas Technique your cooking partner and fill your kitchen with appliances made to last. That's the Technogas Technique.
Narito na ang funny bagong saya! Mega Fanalo! Pandaming pwedeng mapanalunan! Pandaming prizes! Magpapahuli ka pa ba? Mauna ka na! Register na sa megafanalo.com! Panaol! Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Maraming salamat po dahil saan man ang True FM. Naroon din kayo sa 105.9 na tayo. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Power and Play with Noli, Eala. Muli po nagbabalik ang inyong paboritong kasalo tuwing Sabado, ang Power and Play. Naku, partner, ano na pala? June 27 na?
Yes.
Abay, patapos na naman po ang Hunyo, mga kapatid. At papasok na ang Hulyo. Kalahating taon na po ang natatapos. And alam mo, coinciding with that, of course, ay ang marami nagtatapos sa college. Di ba? Yung mga nag-graduate na. Kaya po, gusto ko lang pong batiin sana ng isang congratulations. Ito'y isang taong bumati sa atin sa X, sa Twitter, no? At sabi niya, pakinaman bati yung anak ko na nag-graduate ng AB Psychology Magna Cum Laude.
Wow!
Magna Cum Laude, mga kapatid, Magna Cum Laude sa Lasal. Ano mo, si Micaela Lara Vinluan. Congratulations, Micaela Vinluan, and her proud parents, of course, si Michael and Lovely Vinluan. congratulations sa iyong graduation with Latin honors, and of course, good luck sa iyong magiging career ngayon na ikaw ay part of the workforce na. And of course, congratulations sa proud parents, si Michael at si Lovely. I'd also like to congratulate yung anak ng kaibigan ko ni si Doc Bunny Mendoza at saka si Grace Mendoza, si Luigi Mendoza, double major din sa Lasal. Magna cum laude, double major, Jose Rizal Awardee pa. Ang bihira talaga itong mga bata.
Alam mo,
manang-mana sa tipo.
Alam mo, tayo talaga mga pinanganak na matatalino. Nakisama. Pero alam mo, yung babalik ko lang, yung nakiusap sa'yo mag-greet, yung si Binluan. Chances are, taga-Pangasinan yan.
Malamang.
Ang mga Binluan kasi, ang roots niyan Pangasinan.
Akala ko dahil matatalino.
Hindi, maliban doon. No? Kaya gusto ko rin batiin ang mga taga-Pangasinan. Mas lalo na sa Lingayen, Pangasinan. Maabigya kabuwasan at sikay namin. At also partner, ngayon lang, dahil sabi mo nga, papasok na ang buwan ng Hulyo.
Hulyo na.
Okay.
Hulyo.
Kami naman, ang mga nag-graduate sa University of Santo Tomas, we'll be having our 7th Rector's Cup. Sa July 7, nagagawin sa Forest Hills. Ako, ang team ko sa Arts and Letters, no? Mga niyan, mga colleges, laban yan. No? At the proceeds of this fundraising project will go to the athletes of UST. Kaya maraming alam mo naman.
Andiyan ba si Igan?
Syempre. Alam mo na, mahina. Alam mo kami, hindi naman kasi kami dito sa Arts and Letters. Hindi naman kami mga star-studded dyan.
Yan na. Sabi ko naman mga tiga-Pangasinan, hindi lang matalino, mayabang.
Para road na baro yan. Nandiyan, no? Kaya mga makakasama natin sa team dyan. Yan, si Arnold Clavio, si Yusek Monilagan.
Uy, Yusek!
Si Jera Season.
Sikat na sikat yan. At marami pang iba.
Hindi. Pati nawala
kita mo, nasi senior ka tuloy.
Anyway, sa July 7 po yan. Magkita-kita tayo, mga fellow UST.
And good luck sa lahat po ng sasali dyan sa tournament na yan. Alright. Well, of course, patuloy po tayo namimigay ng ating top-up promo dito sa Power and Play. Mula sa Joyride, mga kapatid. Alam niyo po, Joyride has been supporting the show for all these years. At of course, patuloy po sila namimigay ng 1,000 pesos JR Pay wallet credit para sa ating 5 lucky winners. Again, very simple ang rules. Download the latest version ng Joyride Super App. Yan po ang QR code. Take a screenshot ng app's home screen at ipadala po yung screenshot sa Power and Play FB page via private message. Isama nyo po yung buong pangalan at registered mobile number. At kayo po may chance ang manalo ng 1,000 pesos JR Pay wallet credits. Magagamit nyo po sa Joyride Delivery, Joyride Motorcycle Taxi, Joyride Taxi Cab. Yun po yung regular na taxi, yung taxi cab. Joyride Car, ito po yung kotse na parang ito po yung TNVS namin. At yung Joyride Super Taxi, Airport and Street Edition. Lahat po yan mula sa Joyride Super App. Alright?
Oo nga pala, nakalimutan ko.
Yes,
Ayun,
partner.
yun nabila ko. The only rose among the thorns na teammate namin dito sa Arts and Letters, si Patricia Bermudez Hison.
Uy, si Pat, uy. Alam mo, favorite ko
news
yan,
din namin
courtside
yan.
reporter. Of course, hindi masyado magaling asawa niyan, ng basketball.
Pati sa golf, wala yun.
Wala yan? Si Vince Hison? Sino ba yung Vince Hison?
Wala yun.
Vince, see you later. See you in the golf course, Vince. Alright, at this point, mga kapatid, we are ready to roll para sa ating susunod na segment. Ang paborito po natin at masayang Cash or Bash. At ang Cash or Bash ay hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Tigo, Love Your Journey. At ngayong araw pong ito, ang ating pong makakasama sa Cash or Bash ay mga kaibigan natin at ika nga ay bumabalik sa ating pong Cash or Bash segment. Walang iba kundi ang host ng Nav's Effect Podcast on Spotify and YouTube, Naveen Ganglani, at ang website reporter for NBA Philippines and OneSports.ph, si Pao Ambat. Magandang umaga, Naveen and Pao.
Good morning! Hi, good morning, Naveen.
Hello, good morning. Thanks for having me.
And Pao, good morning.
Hi, Pao.
Sir Naveen, good morning. Hello, Pao.
Balik sa atin si Pao at saka si Naveen. Well, it's good to have you both here again, and let me begin first with this question. You know, of course, today pag-uusapan natin ang historic run ng OKC in the NBA Finals, their first ever championship in Oklahoma, and of course the coronation of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But there's a new set of players that are coming in sa NBA. Nangyari yan kahapon in the last 2 days in the draft ng NBA. And one of them is a guy named Dylan Harper na may dugong Pilipino. How big is that, Naveen, you think? Hindi lamang for NBA basketball but for Philippine basketball na isang half-blooded Pinoy kasi talagang mother niya, partner, is from
Bataan. Parents talagang parehas na
Pilipino talaga na migrants, nag-migrate. Si Maria Pizarro ng Bataan. How big is that for Philippine sports, Naveen?
Very big. Actually, Sir Noli, I think Dylan from this batch class of rookies might turn out to be the best player, even better than
Talaga?
I know. Yes. The reason why is because when you look at Dylan Harper's game tape, what he can bring to the basketball court, multi-level talaga eh. Multi-factored yung game niya. He can score in many different ways. He has a good pace to him. He's not overly reliant on his athleticism. And I think he went to a team in the Spurs that's gonna find the best ways to develop him as a basketball player on and off the court. In terms of the Philippine side of it, it's huge because it gives another top-tier Filipino talent in the NBA, joining the likes of Jordan Clarkson and also Jalen Green, who was another second overall pick. Now, how much you guys consider Jared McKay a Filipino? I don't know. He said he's 2%
Filipino yan!
Magaling siya sumayaw on TikTok. Does that make him Filipino? Maybe some people would say yes. But I guess we'll claim him na lang, no? What I like about this is I feel like this is the natural progression towards eventually getting to a point now we have a full-blooded Filipino in the NBA. I mean, just 15 years ago, we didn't have really any premier Phil-Am talents in the NBA, and now we have 3 legitimate Phil-Am talents. So maybe it will take a while from now, maybe another 10-12 years, but I think this is just the next natural step towards getting a pure-blooded Filipino in the NBA.
Well, of course, the original pioneer ng may dugong Pilipino sa NBA is Raymond Townsend, who played with the Golden State Warriors a long time ago. Pero again, sabi nga ni Naveen, who knows, baka nga eventually, partner, meron tayong makitang full-blooded Pinoy. Katulad nung pumasok na bagong Chinese draftee na si Hansen Yang. I wanna ask also, Pao, meron ding intriga na nangyari dyan sa NBA draft. The projected top 3 pick na si Ace Bailey fell all the way to 5th, and because of yung kanyang parang Mikey Williams na ghosting. Yung ayaw mag-practice, ayaw magpunta sa mga imbitasyon. You think teams will regret this, o sa tingin mo ba medyo tama lang na hindi siya pansinin ng mga top teams, Pao?
Well, comme Noli, I think there are reports actually na si Ace Bailey has preferred to be drafted by 2 teams, Celtics, Brooklyn, and Washington. I think Ace has the talent. He being the top one of the top 3 picks, and just the Jazz, they are led by probably Danny Ainge. And Danny Ainge is a former Celtics GM, and he just doesn't care on that. Pero if you're a player and you don't want, and you made it clear na you have ayaw mo sa ibang teams other than these 2.
Suplado eh.
I think there will be a problem. And dito pa lang, when you are in a team na the Jazz, they're not really a good team, they're a building team, but imagine if he was drafted to Philadelphia or Charlotte. I think the more reason for him na ayaw niya dun sa dalawang team is because he wanted actually to play and start his career na he's taking the shots.
Suplado, partner eh.
Well, for me, talaga attitude is very important in a player's di ba?
That's right.
Because this is a team sport. Ngayon, kung medyo paprimadona ka kumbaga hindi ka pa sumisikat, laos ka na. Walang mangyayari sa'yo, di ba? Lalo ka Mikey Williams.
Pero alam mo, I read this story, and I don't know, you guys, kayo, you follow the NBA very closely. Si Steph Curry daw, according to a report, pinakiusap ng kanyang ama ni si Del Curry na wag siyang i-draft ng Golden State Warriors back in 2009. And yet, pinilit ng Golden State Warriors i-draft siya because they found something in him. And look at him, look at him now. Siya ang face of Golden State. He's going to retire as a Warrior and definitely has brought so much to the business ng Golden State. So I guess, alam mo, kumbaga it's a bet on somebody usually pagka nagda-draft ka, no? Kaya anyway, but we will continue to follow all of these players.
Diba?
It's a very
magbago yung kanyang
at saka napakalalim na draft class ito, of course led by the sensational Cooper Flag, no? Kaya pag-uusapan po 'yan for many more years to come. Now, let's go to the historic run ng OKC before we go to the COB partner. Alam natin na nangyari doon sa Game 7 na yon in the first quarter, and that's really the story that was coming up. In the first quarter, bumaksak po si Tyrese Halliburton because of an injury, and it turned out yung kanyang calf strain turned out to be an Achilles tear dahil nga doon sa kanyang calf strain. The same thing that happened to Kevin Durant back in 2019, no? Now, I want to ask you, gentlemen, you think, sa tingin mo ba, kung hindi bumaksak, because Tyrese at that point had 9 points in 7 minutes, 3 triples, and was playing very inspired. And we know, kapag naglalaro ng gano'n si Halliburton, in fact, here's a stat. If he scores 20 points and 10 assists, most of the time, I think 95% of the time they win. Do you think magbabago ang naging takbo ng Game 7? I'll begin with you, Pao.
Actually, for me, when he went down, I guess if he played or he didn't got injured, I think it boils down to 2 outcomes, probably. Number 1, I think OKC would settle down, probably first sa second half. Kasi if you watch, I think if look back play nila ng first half, they're rattled. I mean, they're nervous. It's Game 7. And then eventually they pull away in the second. And they won. And then if Tyrese was able to play, I think it will be a close one. But I think it will go down, probably Pacers winning on the
So magbabago para magbabago.
Yeah, probably.
Naveen, you think the game would have changed the complexion of the game?
So actually, before I get into that, just to let everyone know, biglang may breaking news sa NBA right now. It looks like so Naz Reid of the Minnesota Timberwolves signed an extension, 5 years, 125 million. Kaka-report lang ni Shams right now. So congratulations to the T-Wolves fans. Now, with regards to this game, I think it would have been a closer game. I still would have had OKC winning the game. Just because I felt like on their own home court, OKC is nearly invincible. The only time Indiana beat OKC in that series in OKC was in Game 1 when Halliburton had that game winner after the comeback, no? And when you look at the way OKC was playing as a team, especially in the second half, their defense stepped up. Their SGA was leading the way. Then guys like Chet and Jada were playing supporting roles. I think it would have been closer, maybe like a 4 or 5 point game with a few minutes left. But given it was OKC's home court, given the way the MVP was playing, I would have still picked OKC to win.
All right. Well, alam mo, everybody's perfect on hindsight. Pero partner, tingin mo?
Yeah, actually, I agree with both of them. Talagang very crucial yung pagkawala ni Tyrese Halliburton. And if you will notice, in the first half, di ba, they were still leading eh. Nahirapan ng OKC eh. And then, they adjusted. Parang lahat nagkabulagaan eh.
No.
Never in their minds na biglang magkakaroon ng injury. Kasi So the play was really designed for the Game 7 finals with Halliburton playing. Di ba? pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung momentum ng
Pacers.
Until after the halftime, nag-usap sila.
Nagbago.
Boss, wala na yung star player. Ganito na ngayon ang laro natin. And it worked, di ba?
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Sad to say, not really lopsided, pero nakita mo talaga na lumamang na ng malaki ang OKC.
I also agree. I don't think it would have changed. I think the way they were playing, the history will also tell you na napakalyamado talaga ng OKC. Plus, of course, the home court advantage. It would have been maybe different na medyo siguro dikit, medyo gitgitan, but it's very difficult really to second guess kung ano mangyayari dun sa larong iyon. Alright, let's go to our COB Matters of the Morning. Alam na nyo yung drill dito, Naveen and Pao. Simple lamang, we will give you 5 takes, videos from videos or memes. At kung may seal of approval ninyo, cash. Kung wala naman, bash. And again, ang mahalaga lamang dito ang inyong opinion. Bato-bato sa langit, tamaan, huwag magagalit. At of course, kayo lamang ang masusunod dito sa ating cash or bash. So let's begin with the first one. Lahat ay patungkol sa finals o naging finals ng NBA. Alright, gumawa ng kasaysayan si SGA bilang unang player na nanalo ng season MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP at Finals MVP sa loob ng isang season. Actually, hindi unang player. He's the 4th one to do this. So, cash o bash? Dahil na ano na nga to si SGA na ba ngayon ang best player in basketball sa buong mundo? I'll begin with you. Pao, go!
Sa akin ko, Miss Bash.
Bash, alright. Bakit?
I truly believe na he's the best player on the best team. Maybe you can be the best player on, you can win all the awards. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kom. He has one of the greatest individual season. First, actually, siya from scoring title, MVP, West Finals. But for me, he's just the best player on the best team, and that's the OKC Thunder. For me, the best player in the world is Nikola Jokic.
Jokic pa rin.
So, don't get me wrong, Kom. Kudos to SGA. He really did. Really solidified her status by winning all of by winning all of the awards and in leading his team to title. It's probably one of the greatest accomplishment, winning with OKC sa first nila. But he's the best player
on the best team. All right.
And
okay.
I just believe in that.
All right. Okay. Naveen, your take on this. Si SGA na ba ang best player ngayon sa buong mundo?
I would say bash because I think Nikola Jokic is still the best player in the NBA. I would have SGA probably, maybe number 2 right now.
Wow.
Right behind
Jokic
and even ahead of Giannis.
Wow.
So, but that's no discredit what SGA did. He is on the rise. He's an MVP. He's already a champion. He's validated himself in multiple ways. It's just when you look at the way Jokic plays, I feel he does so much more on the basketball court. Particularly when you saw how the Denver roster this season was lacking talent at times and needed him to be super duper duper human, and he was able to deliver more times than not. But that's the only reason, because Jokic is still in the NBA.
All right. Partner?
I totally agree with Naveen and Pao on this one. SGA is not the best player right now in the whole world. So SGA needs an SGB for auditing. Okay? Because I guess if you will audit everything, di ba? On the statistics, etc. lahat, it's still Jokic is the best player in the world right now.
Mukhang... Well, ako, galing din ako sa SGB
Galing ako sa SGB.
At saka SBP. No, but ako, I truly respect your opinion that SGA is not, but ako, cash ako.
Talaga?
I think that if you're talking about the best player at this moment, I think it is SGA. I mean, Jokic is a tremendous talent. He's absolutely mind-blowing. But I think if you talk about SGA being just an individual player, I think he's got everything. And what he has done is just unbelievable. Alam mo, sabi nga natin, he's the 4th player to win lahat ng titles ng tropeo na yun. MVP, scoring title, NBA Finals MVP, and champion. But apat yun. Dalawa lang ang nakagawa nun when they are 26 years old and below. And he and only Kareem did this particular feat at this stage of his career. Ako, I think SGA has scored 30 plus points in a season the last 3 years. And I really feel that at this point he's playing out of his mind. And bagamat magaling talaga si Jokic, I will have to say that SGA at this very moment is the best player in the world. Well, of course, different strokes for different folks. All right, let's go to our second COB of the day. Ang 2025 Oklahoma City Thunder ang ikalawa sa pinakabatang NBA champion sa kasaysayan ng liga. Ang average age nila is 25.6. Only the Portland Trail Blazers of 76-77 ay mas bata. And of course, they had a tremendous title run. Cash o bash, mananalo ng multiple titles sa susunod na 5 taon ang OKC. I'll begin with you, Naveen. Go!
Yeah, that's a cash for me. When you look at OKC's roster, a lot of their main guys are still very young, notably SGA, J-Dub, Chet, Kayson Wallace, Lou Dort. And when you look at the role players there like iHeart and Caruso, these are guys who have a few more years, so they can be part of OKC's contending roster. And more importantly, when you look at the assets that Sam Presti has compiled for OKC with multiple swaps, multiple first-round draft picks over the next few years, that will allow OKC to replenish their roster and keep adding depth. We're going to get more into this later, I believe, but with the current state of NBA cap space rules and the rules when it comes to constructing teams, it's almost very difficult. Actually, it is very difficult, almost impossible to keep contending rosters around because you'll have to eventually pay guys larger contracts, larger extensions. But with the way Sam Presti has built up those assets, compiling draft picks, like I said, he can keep retooling around these main guys and keep OKC in contention. And because of that, I think at least for the next 5 or so years, we're going to see OKC win maybe 1 or 2 more championships.
Wow, okay, bigat yan. I wanna ask you, Naveen, back-to-back? Will they win next year?
Right now, I would have to lean no.
No?
Because,
Wow. Oh.
Yes, because when you look at the NBA since 2019, we've had different champions every season.
Oh.
And I feel like that's the current wave that the league is in, where every season there are different teams contending for championships and it gets harder and harder to go back-to-back.
Pao, same issue. Mananalo ng multiple titles sa susunod na 5 taon ng OKC. Cash or bash?
It's cash for me.
Cash.
Like a Naveen. They have a very young core, and most of them actually are. The oldest is Alex Caruso, which is 30. The rest is 30 under. So, if they actually, it's always been the question. I think they will win multiple championships. I agree with Sir Naveen, it's 1 to 2. If they stay healthy.
Yun.
It's always been like knock on the wood. Every time the team, they can win back-to-back or they can win again. They're capable actually of winning back-to-back. Pero, there's just a lot of things that can happen in the season. One player can go down. And, sometimes when you won a championship, there's also players that want to get paid. So, papasok na yung ego. But, the way if they still if the core is still intact for a couple of years and they really manage to stay healthy, I have a big approval that they can go back to back. And I remember lang if parang Noli if they could go back to back. I think when Golden State won the first title in 2015, yung start nila nung second season, I think it was 2016, and 73-9. I guess OKC is in that mindset probably that because they won this, they face Ja Morant na injured. They face Jokic who because may championship run na nakakalaban mo halos lahat is because of injuries. Tyrese even got injured. So meron silang chip on their back na probably I will not be surprised if they can go probably a much stronger, much better team next season.
All right. Okay. Partner?
Well, based on what Naveen and Pao said a while ago, I'll do this very short. Cash, copy-paste.
Pwedeng back-to-back.
Copy-paste.
I agree. I think this is a team that's built to last. Napakaganda. Particularly because sila ay built on defense. Just as a stat, their point differential, yung lamang po nila against yung kalaban, was the best ever in NBA history. 1,000 total points, 1,243. Ganun po yung total point differential nila in this season. And I think that's going to just become even better. And again, kulatilya lang yan if they stay healthy.
Yeah,
if they stay healthy. All right, let's go to our third COB of the morning. Nako, hindi lang MVP ang bentahe ng OKC, kung hindi ang napakalalim nilang roster. Up and down, and of course, ang dami nilang napakagagaling na mga role players. Casio Bash, tapos na ang era ng Big Three sa liga. At ngayon, ang concentration ay building from within. I'll begin with you, Pao. Go!
Isa Cash. Actually, Noli. Matagal na actually. If you look, I will reference back nung sinabi ni Sir Naveen kanina. There's actually 2019 different champions. And if you look at ano yung pagkakatulad nila or the similarities, they don't actually have three superstars. They have 1A and 1B and a bunch of role players that really fits dun sa sistema nila. Matagal na siya actually tapos kasi if yung titingnan mo ulit yung pattern of the champions, they don't have anything in common of three superstars. They're just two superstars with a bunch of role players who star in their role, who accept their role, with a good coach and a good fit dun sa sa sistema ng team. So, Isa Cash for me is actually ended long time ago, probably 5-6 years ago when Golden State lost in 2019.
All right. Naveen, tapos na ba ang Big Three sa NBA? Casio Bash.
Yeah, I think definitely. First of all, when you look at the last few teams winning the championships, it's a lot of depth per roster. Oklahoma City, even Indiana, who made the finals, so ang lalim nila they went like 1 to 9 on their roster depth chart. And then even last year, you look at Boston, Brown and Tatum were the main guys, but they couldn't have won without guys like Holiday and Derek White contributing, Peyton Pritchard off the bench. The year before that, Denver had Jokic and Murray, but when you look at the rest of the roster, like Bruce Brown, there was a Christian Braun, so it was a very deep team. Now, I think it's also worth remembering that the reason why the Big Three system doesn't work in the NBA anymore is because of the new cap space rules when it comes to maintaining teams. If you are gonna build a team around the Big Three, that means you have 3 max contract guys who are probably gonna be making 60 to 70 million a year. That's the new NBA now, the inflation and what contracts are worth for max players. On the flip side though, if you have 3 of these guys, then you end up paying very expensive luxury tax bills, repeater tax bills. But it's more than just needing an owner willing to spend to make up for these tax bills. When you're a luxury tax team, meaning you're going above the cap space, there are also certain, let's say, limitations when it comes to roster building. You can only trade certain players, you can only sign certain players in free agency. So it goes beyond just money. The latest example of this, Sir Noli, is the Phoenix Suns with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. We saw that experiment failed, partly because Bradley Beal might be cooked, but also because they were paid so much money that it was hard for the Suns to improve the roster around them. So moving forward with the new rules in the NBA, with how there's so much talent everywhere, the new method might be one or maybe two superstars and then a lot of depth around them.
In fact, we can see Boston now shedding off a lot of their stars para bumaba sila sa second apron. Second apron po mga kapatid, that means magbabayad ka ng kumbaga parang buwis para lang ma-maintain yung lineup na yon. Yun ang style ng NBA para magkaroon ng pagkakapantay. Yung tinatawag na parity.
May ganun ba sa PBA?
Ewan ko yung PBA. Party lang yata meron doon. Party. PBA party.
Well, actually, going back to the last question, no? I agree with both of them, no? Luckily, OKC, di ba, had this, when they were building up their team, di ba, nakakuha sila ng magagaling na players.
Correct.
Di ba? Nakadraft sila ng magagaling na players. And yung mga nakuha nila, wala pang status ng star player. Pero they were able to mold them into a well-oiled machine. Kaya ganito sila ngayon. So, kumbaga tuhog doon sa second question at saka dito sa last question, talagang they're in for the next 5 years. 5 years or so.
And of course, lahat po yan ay nangyari because that was a deliberate intent from the NBA na talagang pagpantay-pantayin. Mga kapatid, sabi nga ni Naveen, in the last 7 years, 7 different champions ang umiral po sa NBA pamula 2019 hanggang ngayon. And that is a show. At saka, tandaan mo, ang OKC started with 24 wins about 4 years ago. Tapos naging 42, naging 54, naging 68. It was a build-up. Hindi ito yung overnight na nag-champion dahil naglagay sila ng mga stars. So, I agree with all three of them. Wala na, tapos na po yung ganong klase ng pamamarang. Kukuha ka lang ng isang player para palakasin.
Hindi na.
Ano yan, paso na yan. At ngayon talaga, you build from the bottom. Which is also sana, yun ang nasa mentality ng PBA para tumagal ang laro.
Yung ang hirap sa atin, kaya laging ganyan partner, wala nang tumatawag sa atin.
Ayaw na eh.
Ayaw na.
Alright mga kapatid, thank you so much Naveen and Pao for joining us this morning. It was a very enlightening discussion on the NBA and of course ang makasaysayang run ng OKC Thunder.
Thank you so much, Naveen.
Thank you. Thanks, Pao. Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
Naveen Ganglani and Pao Ambat ang ating po mga suki sa Cash or Bash. Alright, at this point mga kapatid, bago tayo mag-break, sumilip muna tayo sa ating pong mga viral videos at pop culture sa mundo ng palakasan sa Stop and Pop. Ang title po ng video natin ngayong umagang to ay Avatar Wemby. Aba, alam naman natin yung Wemby, Wembanyama yan. Out of the box na naging summer ni Spurs star Victor Wembanyama. Kita nyo yan Shaolin. Imbis na magbakasyon sa beach, namuhay ang Gentle Giant bilang monghe. Aba, nagpakalbo pa siya at spotted sa jogging kasama ang ibang faithfuls. Ready pa kayo kay Avatar Wemby? Okay, Monghe Wemby, the Shaolin Master. At yan din po ang ating Stop and Pop. Alright, partner, when we come back, nako, masayang huntahan kasama ng PBA legend, Jerry Codiñera and hopefully si Bong Alvarez sa pagbabalik po ng Power and Play at sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo ng Photon at Joyride. Ang oras po natin, 9:17 ng umaga.
Dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple. Smart ako.
Nakikinig pala talaga kayo. Maraming salamat po at sinasamahan nyo kami sa 105.9 True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Imagine the taste of caramel with your Dunkin' coffee. That signature bold espresso. With smooth steamed milk, luscious vanilla, and on top, a rich caramel drizzle. There's no treat like Dunkin' Caramel Macchiato. Another classic coffee made the Dunkin' way. Dunkin' Caramel Macchiato. There's nothing like Dunkin'.
Narito na ang funny bagong saya. Mega Fanalo. Fandaming pwedeng mapanalunan. Fandaming prizes. Magpapahuli ka pa ba? Mauna ka na! Register na sa megafanalo.com! Fun na all! Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Babalik pa rin sa yakap mo. Ulit-ulitin man, nais kong malaman mo. Iyo ako.
Pipiliin. Uulit-ulitin. Dunkin, palaging pasalubong ng bayan.
Narito na ang funny bagong saya. Mega Fanalo. Fandaming pwedeng
ni Dr. G. Sarmiento at ni Doc Richie Sarmiento. Maraming salamat for supporting Power Play all these years. Smart, live more today. Si Mr. Jude Torquato ng Smart, of course, and Rudy Project Shades. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors all these years. At alam mo, may mga gustong bumati sa Power and Play partner sa ating anniversary. Siguro i-play na natin ngayon, Santi.
Hi, Tito Noli. Congratulations on your 7th anniversary of Power and Play. More power to you and your show, and wishing you guys all the success.
Kita nyo naman yan. In the midst of her championship run, nakapagpadala pa ang ating pamangkin and of course our tennis sensation, the very sweet Alex Eala, ng greetings sa atin, partner.
Yep.
At may mga humabol pa ng mga greetings nila. Si Senator Bongo at si PSC Chairman Dicky Bacpan ay nagbigay din ng kanilang greetings. Can we play it?
My warmest congratulations to Power and Play, to Attorney Noli Eala, Jera Season, and the entire team behind the program. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to promoting Philippine sports, telling meaningful stories of athletes, and inspiring hope through your platform. Power and Play has become more than just a sports program. It has become a vital space for dialogue, inspiration, and advocacy, especially for our youth and aspiring athletes. As chairperson of the Senate Committee on Sports and on Youth, I share your mission of uplifting sports in the country. We must continue supporting our athletes, whether in grassroots or professional levels, because sports teach us discipline, teamwork, and perseverance. These are the same values we need as we build a stronger and healthier nation. Congratulations once again, and I look forward to many more years of your continued success. Mabuhay kayo at maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Senator BG. Talagang napaka-supportive niyan. Hindi lamang sa Power and Play, kundi sa Philippine sports.
Yeah.
Si PSC Chairman Dicky Bacpan nagpadala din ng kanyang partner, ng kanyang greetings. Panoorin po natin to.
Congratulations to all the production crew, staff, Sir Jera Season, and Sir Noli Eala for reaching this milestone. Wishing you continued success and more power in telling the inspiring stories of Filipino athletes. Maraming salamat and bida ang bayaning manlalaro.
Thank you so much, PSC Chairman Dicky Bacpan. Talagang regular sa show. Very supportive ng Power and Play. And of course, all of our other friends. Siguro tuloy-tuloy na natin, Mike, kung sino-sino yung mga bumati sa atin ngayong araw na pong ito.
And I like to join of fans, viewers, and followers ng ating kaibigan na si Com Noli Eala sa celebration of anniversary ng Power and Play. Welcome, Noli and I go back a long way. Naging broadcast partners kami sa Southeast Asian Games, sa PBA Games, pati din sa EASL international coverage. We've also known each other's families for many years. Kanya ang bond namin ay napaka mabigat at napaka strong. Kanya po every time that there's an opportunity for me to wish Com Noli well, I take that opportunity. And this is a special occasion indeed. I've also come out on Power and Play many times. And every time I come on as a guest of Com Noli, it's always a happy occasion because I'm able to share my thoughts, insights, and exchange views with Com Noli and many of his other co-hosts.
Kabilis nga naman ng panahon, ha? Kalain mo. Congratulations sa inyo dyan. At ikaw, kaibigang Noli Eala, tagal na tayong magkakilala, marami na tayong napagdaanan, marami na issues tayong tinalakay sa iyong programa, pero patuloy pa rin ang iyong natural at nasa pusong pagmamahal sa sports. Ipagpatuloy mo yan at patuloy kami susubaybay sa inyong programa sa Power and Play.
Hi everyone, this is CJ Cancino at gusto kong i-congratulate ang Power and Play with Commissioner Noli Eala and Jera Season. More episodes to come.
Ating kaibigan na
happy anniversary, Power and Play. Wish you guys the best, more success, and have a blessed year also. Love you guys. Thanks.
Anniversary, Power and Play. More success and more power.
Happy
year anniversary Power and Play. Congratulations, Club Noli.
Idol.
Wishing you more success ahead.
Mabuhay kayo. More power, more plays, more news, more stories. And see you soon. Happy anniversary.
Hi, everyone.
Mga kaibigan, maraming salamat, partner.
Thank you.
Ang daming ika nga nakasama natin dito. Si Kinito, my dear friend Kinito. Maraming salamat. Seb Sarmenta, matagal ko nakasama sa trabaho. Natin, partner, and of course, lahat po ng mga players na bumati. Si Coach Goldwyn, ako grabe, no? Pati si Coach, saka si Charlie D.
Si Charlie
Super
D.
Agent, Charlie D.
Alam ko, taga-UST yan si Charlie D.
Si Charlie. And all of those who have greeted us on social media, many thanks po. Kung wala po sa inyo, lahat ng mga fans, wala po ang Power and Play for 7 years and now going on 8. We are the longest running weekly sports show. Hindi natin akalain niya, partner. And can you imagine now, nandun na tayo.
Sa Chinese na pamain, yung 8 yan, dire-diretso yan.
Oo nga eh. Sana magdire-diretso.
Well,
talking about dire-diretso, ngayon
diretso
po,
na natin
at
to.
this point, atin pong itututok ang spotlight sa dalawang legends of basketball na kasama po natin ngayon sa studio sa ating In the Spotlight. Para po makisama sa ating anibersaryo ngayon, special ang ating episode ng In the Spotlight. Sila po ay dalawa sa pinakamagaling at pinakapopular na mga players ever ng Philippine basketball at ng PBA. Parehong kampiyon, hindi lamang sa collegiate, kung hindi sa PBA. At ngayon po kasama natin sila, the legends of the game.
Actually, partner, kumbaga, ito yung pangalawang renaissance ng PBA, yung kalakasan nitong mga to.
Oo.
Di ba?
Silang nagpataas back in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Ang ating po kasama ngayon, the Defense Minister, Jerry Codiñera, at si Mr. Excitement, Bong Alvarez. Magandang umaga, Jerry and Bong. Thank you for joining us ngayong umaga.
Siyempre, bati muna ako. Happy 7th anniversary.
Thank you.
Bong Noli, Sir Jera.
Thank you.
Siyempre, it's a great honor para maimbitahan kami dito sa show.
Naku, kami ang may honor.
Kami ang may honor.
Bong?
Mr. Excitement!
Happy Power Play po sa inyo, mga bossing. At siyempre, happy 7-year anniversary. Isang karangalan po sa amin na makasama kayo.
Alam mo, nung huli ko nakita si Bong, nandun ako sa Kongreso. Tandaan mo, Bong, nagkabanggaan tayo, may hearing kami ng Joyride. Nagkita kami ni Bong, nandun siya. Sabi ko, Bong, ikaw pala yung politiko na rin, congressman, ha? Pero siguro, simulan ko doon. Ano bang ginagawa nyo ngayon, Jerry? Anong pinagkakabanahan mo ngayon?
Normally, meron pa rin mga guestings.
Ng basketball?
Yes, appearances. And I do some consulting sa mga
pero
bata.
Coaching, wala muna.
Coaching, medyo
pahinga muna
ako sa college.
Tagal. Bong, ikaw?
At ako naman sa ngayon, kagaya sinabi pa rin Jerry, kami maswerte kami mga yung batch namin kasi hanggang ngayon, nakakakitaan pa rin namin yung basketball.
Tsaka kasi kilala kayo.
Mga legends. Actually, kakagaling ko lang London, kakarating ko.
Wow!
Naglaro kami nung...
Ba't hindi mo kami sinama?
Pero sa ngayon, consultant ako ng TGP party list. Kaya yun
yung party list na TGP.
Kaya pala. Congressman Bong Tebes. Kaya yan ang awa ng Diyos, yan ang kabuhayan ko.
Very good.
Alam mo, marami nga sabi nga nila, naglalaro pa kayo ng mga exhibition games, di ba, Jerry at Bong? Kasi obviously nami-miss kayo ng fans eh. Pero kayo, anong nami-miss nyo? Ngayon, pag naglalaro kayo doon sa mga exhibition, anong nagbabalik sa inyo nung araw, nung panahon ninyo na naglalaro kayo sa PBA? Ano yung nami-miss nyo sa PBA?
Siyempre, unang-una, nami-miss pa rin namin yung dami ng tao kasi talagang wala rin patid yung imbitasyon sa mga politiko, sa LGUs. Ang laking bagay sa kanila yung other than basketball, yung the mere fact makakasama mo, makakwentuhan mo, buo na yung araw. Kasi hindi pwedeng laro lang Kailangan
may interaction sa mga fans.
Ikaw, Bong?
Sobrang saya, nakakatuwa. Lalo na pag mga 60 pataas, fans na Jerry yan.
Bumalat ka agad. May tira ka na agad.
Hindi natatanong kami ni parang Jerry. 1985 pa, magkasama na kami. UE siya, San Sebastian ako.
Correct.
Pero magkaibigan na kami. Kaya ganun na kami, 40 years na. Imagine mo. 40 years na kami magkasama. Kaya talagang ang tagal na panahon na. Kaya nakakatuwa, sobra na pag nasa ibang bansa kami at yung LGU sa mga out-of-town games. Talagang makikita mo yung saya ng tao na nakikita kami.
Alam mo, partner,
Tuwa-tuwa sila.
Kung madagdagan ko pa yan, no? Napakaswerte nung yung inyong generation na ngayon, di ba, maski napapano, yung mga kabataan, napapanood kayo sa YouTube, nakikita kayo sa Facebook, kaya nakikita nila yung galing ninyo dati. Tapos ngayon, ang tingin nila dati, ito sila yun. Sila yung mga
larger than life.
Larger than life.
Parang napapanood mo lang ito
Hindi katulad ng mga sikat na basketball players nung 50s and 60s. Wala puro sepia na photograph lang ang makikita nila. Hindi nila nakikita ng
ito gumagalaw.
Sila nakikita. Kaya swerte.
Maganda yung sinabi ni Bong na 85 pa lang magkakilala na kayo. Because nung tinitingnan ko yung record niyo, ang daming similarities Nag-champion ang UE ng 85 back-to-back from 84 taka 85. Nag-champion ang Baste ng 85 din. Kaya NCAA UE 80
powerhouse.
Kaya yun ang rookie year mo yun, di ba, Bong? And then of course, nag-champion ka uli in 89 with Eugene Kilban.
Teammate kami sa Magnolia.
Nag-champion din kami.
Nag-champion kami.
Ano yung una mong impression kay Bong? Nung, bagong salta siya, of course, collegiate. Ano yung una mong impression kay Bong, Jerry?
Well, siya yung dumating sa amin sa Magnolia Ice Cream na player na kulang talaga namin, and athletic. Yun ang missing piece sa amin nung dumating si Bong. Athletic, slasher, lakas ng loob. Tapos talagang nag-champion kami noon, at saka makita mo naman yung yung winner siya na tao
Oo.
So yun ang mahirap hanapin sa isang player. So yun, dumating, nagsama kami, talagang
naging gano'n. Bong, ikaw, ano naman ang una mong parang first impression mo kay
Kasi nung dumating ako sa Baste, rookie ako nung 85.
Rookie,
Kalakasan ng UE yun Alan Kaidik. Grabe lineup nila So,
Alan Kaidik yun.
Hindi alam ng mga tao na nung time na yun, kahit National UAAP sa Naga, kasama ako, sinasama ko ni Jerry.
Ganun ba?
Ako lang, meron lang ako, nunod ako sa kanila. Ganun kami ka-close talagang sobra. Kaya, tapos magkasama kami sa Magnolia. Matagal din hanggang nag-PBA na siya. RP din pala, magkasama kami na RP.
Nagkasama ba kayo sa youth? Sa youth?
Sa youth hindi, sa 87.
87 Southeast Asian Games. Ano yun?
Southeast Asian Games.
Yung Southeast Asian
ABC.
Games.
87, champion kami ng SEA Games. Champion kami sa Indonesia.
Actually, partner, hindi nyo lang kasi alam, dahil nung mga kalakasan ninyo, I was still a sports writer covering for Channel 4. Kaya kayo, napapanood ko, nakukover ko kayo. Yung UE Powerhouse Team, itong pagpasok ng sa Sebastian. Onwards, hanggang doon sa mga NCC. Nandun ako, kino-cover ko yung mga yan. Kaya mga ina-idol ko yan Kaso nga lang, that was
hindi ka nila ina-idol?
Hindi ka ako kilala that was mga 30 pounds ago.
Tagal na.
Pero although kayo nagkasama nga kayo sa Magnolia, pero when you look back sa karir nyo, may mga player ba na hindi nyo naging teammate? Na sana gusto nyo naging teammate?
Actually, marami.
If you choose, siguro isa o dalawa, Jerry, sinong sana naging teammate ko?
Well, sana si Bong. Nagsama kami sa PBA. 17 years, 18 years ako sa pro. Hindi kami na
Hindi kayo naging teammates
Pero sandali.
Sandali lang. Halos sa All-Star. Pero ang irony niyan, yung nag-retire kami,
saka kayo
kasama kami lahat. Daig pa namin na magkakapatid Kasi kung mawala kami sa out-of-town game, siguro 10 days.
Banding talaga.
US, matagal.
Mas masaya pa, pag gano'n, magkakasama talaga. Ikaw, Bong, meron bang...
Kahit nung championship namin, Pure Foods Alaska nung 1990.
Nagkalaban pa kayo?
Check-up championship namin.
Yung 1990.
Bago matapos yung game, nagkikwentuhan na kami. Saan tayo mamaya, pare?
Kahit hindi kayo magkakampi.
Kalaban kami. Kami Alvin. After na game, nipahat na kami.
Nipahat,
Sir, kahit kami nila.
Gano'n kami
After ng game, minsan kami.
Sama kami. Benji.
Bong, Alvin.
Then usap na kami niya, Saan tayo mamaya? Nipahat.
Kasi yung panahon, sabi mga partner, sila yung nag-angat Noong 1988, direct hire si Jerry ng Pure Foods. 1990 naman, pumasok ka, Bong, sa Alaska. 89 sa Alaska. Third overall pick, sa
kami yung last ng last ng 80s.
And kayo, talagang lahat naman tanggap yan Kayo nag-angat ulit ng PBA. gaano kasarap ang feeling nun, Bong? Kayo yung parang biglang, kasi galing tayo sa EDSA Revolution, na wala na mga team, pero nung dumating ang Bong Alvarez sa Alaska at si Jerry at Alvin at yung Pure Foods team, talagang boom, umakyat ng PBA.
Una-una, sobrang pasalamat talaga namin kay Coach Sunny Jaworski dahil siya talaga yung nagpataas ng presyo ng mga player. At sinundan ni Alvin Patrimonio yung nung 1991, alam mo, 25 million na pinirma niya sa Pepsi na minatsama ng Pure Foods. Doon nagsimula. Pasalamat kami at doon na rin kami nakatikim ng biyaya.
Jerry?
Well, ganun talaga.
Gaano ka-satisfying yun? Yung ganong klaseng...
Sobra. I cannot really explain it kasi nung nandung sa Pure Foods ako as a rookie noon, hindi ko maintindihan yung dami ng tao. Akala ko, ang taong nanonood lang sa practice as a game, siyempre understand kung sa game marami tao. Sa practice sa Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym, punong-puno.
Grabe.
Puro estudyante, Ateneo. Sabi ko, talagang 2-3 years yun, walang pati. Tapos hanggang matapos. So siguro yung mga followers from way back.
From the college. From college.
Sinundan kami. Kaya I'm so thankful sa kanila lahat. Sa support.
Kasi partner, sila, iba yung style eh. Alam mo ngayon, unique yung style ng players nung araw. Aminin natin. Ngayon kasi halos, hindi naman sa hindi magaling, pero pare-pareho yung itsura eh.
Hindi, alam niya mabigat doon. Yung, nalibre si Alvarez!
Oo. Di ba?
Tsaka, sa tingin ko lang kasi, di ba? Ngayon, kung nanonood tayo ng PBA Rush, di ba? Meron mga playbacks eh. Yung mga dati.
Dati,
diba?
yung dati.
Makikita mo yung laro ng PBA nung panahon ng Chris Toyota. Tapos pasok nitong mga 80s, 90s.
Ginebra, Pure Foods, Alaska.
Alam mo, makikita mo yung unang-una brand of play. Di ba? Dahil yung dati kasi, parang larong barangay lang yung... sorry doon sa mga yung panahon nila, atoy ko. Walang play.
Walang scientific.
Walang scientific. Yung pumasok kayo, thanks to Ron Jacobs, na sinundan na rin ng lahat, laging scientific. Di ba? Team code. Umiikot yung bola, magkakaroon ng opening. Kaya kumbaga, parang ka nanonood ng active na chess. Di ba? Uy, ang ganda ng pasok. Sabay pa, yung brand ng play ninyo, Mr. Excitement, Defense Minister, yung kwan. Tapos, ito yung clincher. Magagandang lalaki yung mga panahon nila.
Yun nga.
Magagandang lalaki, karamihan.
Artistahin.
With due respect naman dun sa mga sinundan namin, talagang sobrang tatalino nila. Talagang mata lang, kindatan lang, alam na nila, backdoor play, saan ang advantage, kasi grabe nga ang nila, yung basa nila sa laro. Pero siyempre, nung time namin, siyempre, dumating na sila Coach Ron Jacobs, Coach Joe, talagang systematic.
Wala nang kindatan.
Kailangan alam din. Yung movement.
Yung
basa na.
Synchronize dapat ang ikot.
At saka kailangan, marunong ka na mag-English.
Kasi nandun si Ron Jacobs.
Kaya, alam mo kung bakit kaya sunod si Bong Alvarez? Dahil, sasabihin na lang, yes. Dahil kapag hindi niya ma-explain ang gusto
lumilipad na lang si Bong.
Tangula ko ng tango eh.
Tango ng tango. Some of the things na tinitin ko yung resume ninyo, napaka-decorated, ang dami-dami. When you talk about championships, all-star games, mythical 5, nandun sa inyo mga But there's one award, yung MVP, na hindi pareho ninyong natamo. Ika nga. In 1993 or 94, closest ninyo yun, Jerry, with Alvin. Si Alvin pa ang naging karibal mo dun sa award na yon. At ikaw naman, Bong, in 1990, you had your best year, 71 points in that year. Mythical 5, pero nagkaroon ka rin ng injury. Kaya naputol. And maybe that affected both your MVP chances. Anong pakiramdam nyo? Is there a regret na hindi kayo nakakuha ng MVP, Jer?
Hindi naman. Parang yung kanta elusive dream. Talagang pangarap din naman ng kahit sinong player yan. Pero siyempre, ang bigat pagdating ng pro. The best of the best ang kalaban mo and you have the best player sa PBA, Alvin Patrimonio. So talagang yun ang number 1 player namin. Palit-palit kami. So sa akin kasi, there's no substitute to victory. Basta kung sino ng bida, basta nakuha namin yung panalo, bahala na. And I'm just, kahit di ko man nakuha, at least ang blessing na rin is I work with the best player at marami rin naman akong nabigay sa kanya. Marami rin naman siya sa akin, si Alvin, nabigay na marami mga bagay na hindi ko.
Tandem kayo talaga.
Yes.
Ikaw, Bong,
Ay, ako hindi dahil katabi ko si Jerry, pero kung nakasama ko sa Alaska to, ay magsasawa ako sa MVP. Hindi yan eh. Wala nga nung biro yan. Kasi si Jerry, ano naman natin, opensa-depensa. At kung inabot ko si Johnny.
Si Johnny
Kasi yung alis ko noong 93, yun naman dating ni Johnny. Ano naman natin si
So yun ang parang sayang. Yun ang
kung nandun si Johnny, kung inabot ko si Johnny, yung laro ko kasi bagay na bagay kay Johnny.
Hahakot ka ng MVP.
Dalawang threat eh. Dalawang threat.
At yung kay Jerry naman, sa totoo, swerte rin ni paring Alvin, dahil nga nakasama niya si Jerry. Siyempre, nung amateur kasi kami magkakasama, champion kami. Kalaban namin sila Alvin eh. Yung sweep, kami na champion kami Magnolia. Dahil meron kami Aceitono Codiñera eh. Tapos Dindo Pumarin, Eugene Kilba ng point guard. Ang lakas ng lineup.
Makaraya. Kodamon. Kodamon.
Joey Chico.
Kodamon.
Ang galing, ang lakas ng lineup namin eh.
Alam mo, balikan ko lang yung 71 points ni Bong. Kasi yan ang one of the most unforgettable moments in PBA history. Hindi lamang para kay Bong, para sa buong liga. Nung panahon na yun, unang-una, anong naaalala mo sa gabing yun? At ikaw ba inuudyok, sinasabihan ka, Bong, 52 ka na, 52. Talaga bang ginaano ka nun?
Actually, bago yung game na yun, puyat ako nun eh.
Aba? Puyat
kasi,
partida pa yun, ha?
Piyesta sa Laguna.
Partida pa yun, ha?
Kalaban namin kinabukasan, Shell. Si Benji, di sumipot doon sa piyesta. Nagpunta ako. From Laguna, dumiretso na ako ng game. Kailangan namin manalo eh. Importanteng game talaga yun against Shell.
Bobby Parks.
Semifinals yun eh. Kaya talaga importanteng game yun. At ganoon na nga nangyari. Nung third quarter na, sinabi ni Boss Waki, sabi niya, pare, 50 points ka na.
So talagang sinaano ka?
May 50 ka na. Sabi sa akin ka, nagulat ako. Kasi talaga ako naman, gusto ko lang manalo eh. Binabantayan ko pa si Bobby Parks. Kaya inaano sa akin ni Coach Tim. Kaya sabi ko, Diyos ko, pagod na pagod ako dahil galing pa ako sa pista.
Ilalagay lang natin sa proper perspective. Ilalagay lang po natin sa proper perspective. Yung 72 points ni Bong
71
points ni Bong Alvarez. Puyat
pa.
Binabantayan si Bobby
Parks.
Galing sa piyesta.
Pero 71 pa rin.
Kita mo naman yun.
Si Benji, si Kwenta ginawa niya.
Oo nga eh.
Kailangan
hindi kasi siya puyat.
Sa piyesta, pinadang pa siya.
Nag-exhibition pa doon, di ba? Kaya yun ang nakakatawa nung araw eh. Yung mga ganong klaseng karakter, di ba? One unforgettable moment, well, hindi naman to unforgettable, but maybe painful para kay Jerry, yung breakup ninyo ni Alvin. Nung naghiwalay kayo, after so many years, naghiwalay kayo, anong pakiramdam noon, Jerry?
Adjustment talaga, mahirap.
Wala kang magagawa kasi trade.
Yes, it was a trade. So sabi ko parang yun naman ata ang kalakaran. Pero mahirap lang yung adjustment period sa ibang kultura, ibang company. Pero at the end of the day, it's still basketball. I was able to move on. And ano bang life after Alvin? Sabi ko, syempre, iba naman din ang setup sa kabila. Sabi ko, okay pa rin naman. Sabi ko gano'n. It's just that iba na lang talaga yung composition ng kabilang team tsaka sa amin. So, mahirap.
Sa'yo naman, dahil di ba, nakailang teams ka rin na, di ba?
Actually, kung the best talaga para sa akin yung sitwasyon ko nung nasa Alaska ko. Kaya lang, sinasabi ko nga lagi, hindi naman sa pagano, siyempre, walang pera dun eh. Walang pera sa Alaska. Nasa San Miguel.
Gastos ba?
Nasa San Miguel ang pera eh.
Kaya, hanggang ngayon.
Kaya talagang, siyempre, pasensyaan din. Siyempre, ganun talaga eh.
Siyempre, kailangan maghanap buhay.
Kung di ako umalis sa Alaska, sigurado, karir ko maganda. Dahil nga, nandiyan na si Johnny, dumating, ganito. Pero ang bulsa ko naman, kawawa.
Walang retirement. Walang pan-retirement.
Hindi naman habang buhay ang lakas natin eh. Kaya nakakatuwa din dahil nga after naman nun, okay naman, naging maganda naman din sa San Miguel.
Kayo ba sumusunod pa kayo hanggang ngayon sa mga kaganapan sa PBA? Obviously, no? Pag tinitinan nyo ngayon ng PBA, sino ang favorite player nyo? Ikaw, Jer, sino ang favorite player? Sino yung parang kung
nauhulma mo ikaw?
Well, na-trade eh. Calvin Abueva.
Si Abueva.
Na-trade siya.
Baste.
Pero siyempre, marami mga bata ngayon sa Ginebra. Yung RJ Abarientos.
RJ. Magaling yun. Magaling yan.
Line-up ng Ginebra yun.
So yung parang nagugustuhan mo lang. Junmar. Obviously, si Junmar. Bong, ikaw, sinong nakikita mong parang laro mo o paborito mo?
Sa ngayon, siyempre si CJ Perez. Kasi basti rin yan actually. Basti yan bago nag-Lyceum.
Mataas din lumipad
yun. Basti bumalik, nagpunta sa Lyceum. Kinuha ni Topex. Pero naka Ilocano rin yun. Parang may Ilocano
And when you look at the game ngayon ng PBA, anong pagkakaiba sa inyo nung araw? Anong parang iba nung araw? Hindi ganito? Parang mas physical ba? Ano bang tingin mo, Bong?
Yes, medyo ngayon parang pag pinapanood ko sa akin lang sa obserbasyon ko, medyo parang negosyo na yung basketball.
Commercial Commercial,
Kasi dati, nakita naman.
Patayan.
Laban mo yung Nebra.
Palitan ng mukha.
Diba? Pag binantayan ka na ni Onchi, Diyos ko po, parang gusto mo na umuwi.
Pero ngayon, nakikita ko sa YouTube, parang kala mo hindi makapatay ng langgam.
Tsaka nung araw, bali-bali na yung mga kamay ninyo, yung mga paa ninyo, naglalaro pa kayo.
True. Talagang physicality, grabe. Pero napansin ko lang ngayon, sobra dribble. Minsan panira na, may dribble pa. So nawawala yung essence nung na-set up na yung player. Di dribble pa, dribble. Siguro it's because of, they call it now the modern
basketball
raw. It's more on dribble rather than shooting.
Tsaka, diba, ngayon, diba, dumaan yung puros 3 points. Ngayon, kahit malaki, tumitira ng 3. Nung araw naman si Jerry, hindi naman titira to ng 3. May sarili laro to sa loob. Pero, sa NBA, ang nag-champion ngayon, OKC, yung nag-Indiana, hindi puro 3 yan. Puro, perimeter. So, tingin mo ba, magbabago din ang estilo ng PBA? Tingin mo, Jer?
Siyempre, sa akin, kahit sino naman, at the end of the day, pagdating sa game, you always set for the highest field goal percentage. Kung saan ka makaka-score, doon ka. Kahit sabihin mo, kung may tira ka man sa 3, siyempre, if it's a choice between 3, tsaka mas malapit, depende sa time and score. Depende sa score, depende sa time. Doon ka titira Sa ano kaya yung OKC, I think, yun ang pinaka-strength nila.
Actually, kagabi, crucial yung 4 points ni Kelly Williams.
Kailangan yun.
Parang lahat nabulaga. Naka-4 to si Kelly
Pero
Williams.
lumabang, pampahaba na lamang. Pampalaki na lamang.
Pampabagsak.
Ikaw, Bong, ano nakikita mong kaibahan ng laro nyo ngayon?
Ayun nga, totoo yung sabi ni Jerry, talagang parang masyado madribble ng mga player ngayon Kasi Kyrie Irving di ba? Talagang dribble.
Yung influensya.
Kami dati 1 dribble, andun na Isang dribble lang, andun na.
Si Samboy, hindi naman nagdi-dribble yan Isang hakbang, nandun na sa basket. Isang pasa ni Heck, nandun na. Diba? Kakaiba talaga. Tsaka yung pisikalan, iba talaga yung pisikalan nyo nung araw. Siguro sa tawagan na rin yan.
Hindi, isa pa. Nung panahon nyo, hindi uso yung flap
Wala. Makapal ang tawagan dati. Makapal talaga. Kasi yun na rin talagang inabot namin sa amateur hanggang dating sa pro, talagang pag pumalo sa'yo, kailangan matibay ang hawak mo. Tsaka pag veterano pumalo sa'yo, expect na hindi ka tatawagan. So alam na namin yung mga kultura nun.
Alam mo, masakit man tanggapin, pero mas konti na ang nasa venue. Wag natin, sinasabi nila marami daw nanonood sa mga YouTube, mga online, Facebook. Pero sa venue, mas konti na ang tao kesa nung panahon ninyo. Ang kayo, halos araw-araw, puno ang Araneta, puno ang Ultra, puno ang Rizal Memorial, kung ano man. But sa tingin nyo, ano ang pwedeng gawin para bumalik ang tao ba?
Siguro yung grassroots talaga. Iba kasi yun yung nakikita ng tao na yung simula nung college, kagaya kami, napapanood na kami. Kasi inaabangan, titignan, magkiklik kaya sa PBA yan. Inaabangan, iba yun Hindi kagaya ngayon, kung saan na nanggagaling yung mga player, biglang susulpot, pupunta sa PBA. Minsan yung mga MVP ng NCAA, UAAP, minsan sila pa yung nawawala ng posisyon sa PBA.
Tama.
Di ba parang MVP ba yan? Bakit ganyan lang
Bakit ganyan na laro? Hindi nabibigyan ng oras. Jer, ikaw, ano tingin mo?
Siguro yung improve yung quality of play ng mga teams. May mga teams kasi na matagal na masyado hindi na nanalo. Siguro they have to improve. And one way of improving, syempre, sa nakikita ko is you add more players, quality players to improve. Addition recruitment, addition, magdagdag ka talaga.
Saka parang masyadong predictable na ang laro. Alam natin kung sino, pinapanood na lang natin finals
yun na lang.
Diba? Yun ang nangyayari. Pareho na lang ang pumapasok. Hindi kagaya ng panahon na yun. Alaska, minsan papasok ang Santa Lucia, papasok ang kahit ang Pepsi Cola lumalaban pa nung araw ng panahon na yun.
Pepsi Cola, lakas.
Kahit papaano, lahat may chance.
At saka kahit sino kalaban ng Ginebra nung time na yun, laging puno. Kahit sino kalaban.
Ito talaga, idol, Mr. Excitement. This is an elephant in the room na talagang bago matapos ang programa.
Tama.
Diba? Dahil definitely, itong nasa harapan natin, they are the best players in the PBA.
In the history of the PBA.
In the history of the PBA. Pero ako rin mismo, nagtaka ako, hindi ka naisama doon sa huli.
The 50
greatest.
50 greatest. And we hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Ano naramdaman mo at hindi
Actually, nakakalungkot talaga eh. Sobrang, ako yung pinaka, kasi na wrong timing eh. Tumakbo kasi yung konsyal sa Manila. Kay Yormis ko. Ngayon pa natapat yung 50 greatest. Siyempre, lahat ng tao inaasahan na papasok ako dyan, hindi ako nasama. Sabi ko nga kila yung mga kaibigan namin, sports writer. Sabi ko, masama ako dyan, sigurado panalo ko siya ng Manila. Kasi lahat doon nakatuon eh, doon nakatingin lahat eh. Hindi ako nasama, talaga naka-apekto, kaya talo ko. Kaya hindi ko inaasahan talaga.
Jer, you think si Bong should have been deserving talaga?
Of course, oo, talagang hands down, wala talagang magke-question dun sa pinakita niya kung impact credentials, talagang he deserves it. He deserved to be there. Kaso lang, nakakalungkot lang din. Pero I'm sure someday kung magkaroon ulit ng next, he will be there. Nandun na siya.
Pero alam mo, nauubusan na tayo ng... Oo. Of course, si Jerry is part of that, the 50 greatest, 25 greatest. But I started the Hall of Fame sa PBA as a commissioner. And, talagang ang itsura ng Hall of Fame dapat nandito kayong dalawa. So, and I really believe si Bong should be in the 50 greatest players. Hindi lamang dahil sa kanyang awards, yung impact niya sa game, the impact of an Alvarez.
Yung contribution sa PBA. Diba? Kaya nga ako naglakas loob na ako magtanong. Ito na yung pagkakataon na pati sa akin bumabagabag sa aking isipan eh.
Alam mo, naubusan na tayo ng oras dito. Marami pa kaming gustong patanong, pero bago ako magtapos, kayong dalawa, lumabas kayo sa isang pelikula magkasama. The last 2 minutes, yung niresearch na ating
last 2 minutes.
So, ang tanong ko lang, sino mas magaling na artista sa inyong dalawa?
Si Bong.
Si Bong? Natural? Ano mas masaya, basketball o pelikula, Bong?
Actually, yung pelikula namin, 10 buwan sweldo ko yun eh. Saka 2 weeks lang yun.
Oo nga.
2 weeks lang yun.
2 weeks lang kami nag-shooting.
Siya nag-top grocer yun.
Marami pa po kami pwede pag-usapan dito, pero naubusan na tayo ng oras. Gusto ko lang magpasalamat. Sana maulit itong episode na to at makasama natin muli. But maraming salamat, Jerry and Bong, for joining us this morning sa aming anniversary show. At sana ipatuloy kayo maging inspirasyon sa lahat ng mga basketball players. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much.
Bago po kami magtapos, gusto ko lang po magpasalamat sa lahat ng ating nakaagapay dito po sa TV5 and of course sa True FM. Si Mr. Raul de la Cruz, ang NBC Head, Alvin Maanyo, Program Head, Cherry Baile, ang ating Operations Manager, ang aking buong production team, headed by our Executive Producer, Mike Santillan, si Chester Fajardo, our writer, si Ma'am Dines Regner, ang ating marketing, Emil Kailing, Editor, Grace Toledo, our Technical Director, Rom Ortigas, Enrico Robles, ang ating Radio Systems Tech, at sa Signal Management, of course, Ma'am Jane Basas, ang President and CEO, Ma'am Shena Olaso, ang ating First Vice President, Mr. Miguel Vea, AVP for Business Development, Ma'am Risa Gillias ng AVP Channels and Content, IC Padua, Channel Manager, Jonalyn Damian, and Channel Supervisor. Maraming salamat po for 7 years ng Power and Play and beyond. At sa lahat po ng mga fans, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay. At sa ngalan po ng aking partner si Jera Season, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong lahat. At lagi natin sinasabi tuwing Sabado, bawal ang masungit. At sa lahat po ng ating gawain, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH Teleservisyo para sa Pilipino. Susunod na po ang inay ko po.
Happy sporting weekend sa inyong lahat.
More power
and more play.
Kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at magpapatalo, ipag-iwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ng bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Manila. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Power and Play was presented by Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, Love Your Journey. Photon, gawa ng Pilipino para sa Pilipino. And Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo.
Halina't makinig, talakayin natin ang laro. Gusto mo, pag-usapan natin, ibida ang hilig.
Ang oras, 10:02.
Ang True FM ay hatid sa inyo ng
Fujidenzo.
Fujidenzo Home and Commercial Appliances, where you get reliable, durable, and energy-saving products. Upgrade your home, upgrade your business with